numbers.
15.
We need to actually make sure, we're promoting ourselves if we're going to promote.
I bet you if we do have any listeners, like, more often than not, they don't make it to the very end of the pod, ever.
Maybe.
I would hope that they do.
I don't know. I mean, we had a pretty fair amount for not advertising the last episode.
Imagine if you didn't work third shift and you couldn't listen to music.
Yeah. Get your face up
next
near
to the
thing.
fucking mic.
Well, I didn't think we
I wasn't
going
to say it out loud, but we're totally recording now.
Why the fuck would you record that?
Because it's a stupid shit intro. Welcome to the Ungodly Geeks. I'm Luke.
Because that's how we do things. I'm Joe.
Whatever, I'm Ron.
Yeah, we just, like that's the way we've done it for, the last 15 episodes. We just start recording in the middle of a conversation, and whatever happens, And that's, that's kind of nice. It kind of starts us off on a decent foot. I do have a couple announcements, though. Well, actually, just a singular announcement. I'm going to be creating a YouTube page for us. I've had some requests about, putting the podcast on YouTube.
Ooh.
It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but, hey, if that gets us more listeners, hey, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So,
just one more thing to throw out there.
So, yeah, that'll hopefully be up Sunday morning when I release the pod. I'll release it on the YouTube channel at the same time I would release the actual audio file. So, just keep an eye out, guys. I'll link in the on the Facebook, Twitter page, and Instagram and all that. Nice. Which, by the way, give us a like, give us a follow, whatever you want. That'd be really helpful.
Yeah.
If you don't produce shitty content, I might follow you back on those accounts. But if you post annoying shit, man, no, fuck you. Anyway.
I mean, you follow me, but I don't really post anything on...
Well, no, not my personal account. Don't follow my personal account. It's just cancer. But...
shit posts.
Shit
posts.
Yeah, if you follow the Twitter account, the Instagram, and you don't produce terrible content, you might get a follow back on those.
Yeah.
So, anyway, today, our topics, we want to kind of touch on a few things that are kind of annoying the hell out of us, as we always do.
Yeah, it always ends up that way. We're just embracing it now.
I mean, we try to be positive. It usually doesn't work out.
It's kind of our thing.
Yeah. But mostly anti-consumer practices that some companies and maybe other entities have been displaying recently.
Jesus, where to begin?
I got a place I'd like to start because this one's near and dear and close to my heart. OnePlus, the startup company that popped up as an offshoot of Oppo, which is a Chinese phone manufacturer a few years back, who they decided to disrupt the game in the flagship market. And they released the OnePlus One, great phone. OnePlus 2 was a decent follow-up. OnePlus X, well, it's they've kind of been spying on their customers to a most extreme degree.
Whoa!
It was discovered this past week or past couple weeks that they've been monitoring almost every single thing a person does on their phone.
Jesus Christ!
Straight down to what you're doing in apps. So they know what porn you're watching. They know what pictures you're sending. They know who you're cheating.
Angry Birds high score.
Well, they know who you're cheating on your wife with. They know who you're cheating on your side chick with. It's so incredibly Google collects similar types of data through the Google Play services, but that's something you can opt into.
Yeah.
Yeah. You opt into that. You agree to give them that data when you are setting up your phone for the first time. Whereas...
or disagree if you don't want to.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you don't get to use the phone. But OnePlus, on the other hand, doesn't really give you an opt-in option. You have to opt out. So
that has to be against the law.
It is against the law in several areas. However, they're able to skirt around that by not having an actual presence in those areas. Because when you buy the phone straight from them in China, so they ship it to you.
Yeah.
So there's no stores in Europe, in the European Union, where it would be illegal. Mm-hmm. So it's not a.
Oh, what bullshit!
Now there is an option that you can turn off that will disable a lot of that. The problem is, they still collect a lot of really sensitive data, such as your phone's IMEI.
So theoretically, if you use an online banking account, they'd have
your passwords. They know how much money you would have, stuff like that.
Christ.
Yeah. When I found that out, I
World
found it
is
to be
scary.
I found it to be a little bit unsettling because I've had a OnePlus 3T for the last 6 months. It's been one of the best phones I've ever owned.
Yeah.
But that's really disturbing. Like Google doesn't even mine that much data.
Yeah.
You know, they might keep track of what apps I open, and that's as far as they go. You know, and that's just to improve other user experiences. Like I said, that's all opt-in. That's not something that just happens. They don't just start collecting that data without you giving them that consent.
It's like Microsoft got in trouble for Windows 10 when it first came out.
Yeah, Windows 10's privacy concerns were pretty similar. Where, you know, when they first, Luke, stop fucking up your mic, man.
I didn't mean to. I just smacked it a little bit.
It's been in the same orientation for the last 7 months.
I moved my hand and I hit it. We'll cut that.
Anyway, no, we won't.
Bastard.
I might. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's like kind of a similar thing with Microsoft, where they were recording your every move and stuff like that, and your handwriting, whatever you typed in for predictive text.
God,
and
that's
stuff
fucking
like that.
creepy. Your handwriting.
Yeah, like it's.
I mean, they could. Your voice can be recorded, and
Right.
there are programs out there that, if you know, they can form a recorded audio
Yeah.
that you never recorded that
Right.
sounds exactly like you.
I mean, and honestly, that brings up a good point. Well, that's exactly how like the Google Home works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you, once again, that's something you consent to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Google records what you say to improve their
That
service.
fucking meme.
that they're
it's
offering
like in
you.
the 1960s, be careful, the government's going to start wiretapping your phone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And today it's like, you know...
No, now the manufacturers of the phone are wiretapping your
Please,
phone.
Google.
It's not the
Take it.
government
It's like,
doing it.
okay, Google, how do I do whatever? You just ask.
Google, how do I poach an egg? And
Yeah.
you know, she'll answer, and it's like, oh, awesome.
You talk to your wiretap now.
Yeah. Now you're talking to your wiretap. Like, you know, right now, if we were sitting out in my living room, I could say, okay, Google, play BoJack Horseman on Netflix, and boom, it would play it on Netflix for me. I didn't have to do anything. And
Yeah, you just give it that code word, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, Google, or whatever it is.
hey, Google, okay, Google.
And
see?
my phone just picked it up.
There it is.
Damn it.
But yeah, like so this is a much different thing, and like I said, even without the opting in to their collection program, they still collect very sensitive data.
So we're talking like even internet usage.
Oh yeah, no, they
Well,
with the option
obviously.
checked, every app activity you performed, about 99% of the things you did on your phone, they would record. So you're sitting there, like I said, they know who you're cheating on your girlfriend with. They know who you're cheating on your wife with. They know who you're,
They know what kind of furry porn you're into.
Exactly. Yeah, if you have Pornhub app on your phone, they know what you're searching. If you're just searching through Chrome, they know what you're looking for.
Damn.
So, like, that's the kind of thing that they did. So, like I said, that's something that bothered the shit out of me. And even with this option turned off, they're still collecting stuff like, you know, your phone serial number, your SIM card serial number, your Wi-Fi networks you're connected to, location data. It's like, why do you guys need all this stuff? This is very strange, very weird.
That's just crazy. Because and there's a lot of information there that you question. How are you going to use this to sell me something?
Right.
Which is always what when they gather this data and stuff,
all
what the
that
ultimate goal
information
is.
completely invaluable. Like,
I mean, some of it, some of it
it'll
is.
tell them
I mean,
exactly how to sell you something.
yes, maybe. I
This
partially
what kind of
Hold on,
porn you watch.
I partially agree with both of you. That would be useful to someone like Google.
Yeah.
Because Google, like your location data is very useful to them, so they can build out and improve maps. Because they have their mapping software that provides GPS navigation, which is amazing and it's free. But they gather that data by data mining you, and that's, like I said, that's once again something you can agree to, or you can say, you know what, I don't really want you doing that, and they won't do it, and it's fine. But this, like, what a Chinese company, a Chinese OEM, a manufacturer of phones, an original equipment manufacturer, what do they have? What use do they have for that?
10, 15 years from now, when our generation is coming up to be leaders and things like that, they're going to be blackmailing people of, hey, so we saw you on this porn site, so you want to talk about these creepy shit you used to look at?
No, I don't.
Actually, at that point, they essentially own everybody.
At that, I got to be honest with you. it's
Politicians
me,
be afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
if it's me they're approaching, like, I don't give a fuck that I was watching furry horse midget porn. Throw it out there. Fuck it, man. Like, dude,
it
I
was
don't care.
research. I swear.
2017, we noticed you searched for man fucked to death by a horse. Can you explain that?
It's called Mr. Hands. Get it right.
I wanted to see what it was, man. I mean, everybody was telling me it was an amazing video to watch, and I wanted to see for myself. Just like when I searched for 2 Girls, 1 Cup a few years back. You know, whatever, man.
I got to see what the hype is about.
Yeah,
I
come
did,
on.
and I didn't eat ice cream for a month.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to see it though.
I had to see it.
I had to know.
I synced
I
it.
know.
I seen it.
It's kind of it's weird. In the same vein, the EULA for Shadow of War has come under a
Right.
lot of fire right now, as they're now
Hold up,
for a
before
video
we-
game. Oh,
Before we
yes.
move on, I want to say out there, anybody out there who does have a OnePlus 3T
Oh.
or a OnePlus 3 or a OnePlus 5 and you don't feel comfortable with this, go ahead.
Burn it.
Well, no, don't do that. Unlock your bootloader. Fucking do it. It doesn't void your warranty, so you're fine. OnePlus will still honor your warranty so long as any damage to your phone cannot be traced back to the unlocking or rooting of your phone. And if you're someone like me who uses Android Pay and needs that phone to pass your Google safety check, install Paranoid Android. They're fucking good to go. They don't collect any data. They don't have any data mining services. And you can do all sorts of cool shit with your phone. And guess what? You can still use Android Pay.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway, moving on to this.
Yeah, 'cause there's
This is
no
on that
coming
same
back.
topic. Like,
Yeah.
we could probably do a lot of data mining. I was just thinking everybody's getting caught for it. Like Lenovo adding spyware that data mined.
Oh yeah.
The pop-up blocker. I mean, not the ad blockers.
Ad blockers
that have
yeah.
been doing it. Like I
Yep.
said, Microsoft. And now, at least they throw it out right up front for
Yeah.
Shadow of War or Shadow of loot boxes. They have it so they
Shadow of
are going to be
microgambling.
taking data. Didn't read the whole exact thing, but they want to be able to take your system data, take down how powerful what your computer is made of, all of your specs and everything, and just things that. Why, as a publisher, would you need to take this from me?
I mean, now I will say that Steam does the same thing.
Yes,
But Steam anonymizes the data for one, and for two, Steam is a game platform, so they kind
Exactly.
of want to know what their platform is made up of.
Yeah.
So they just use that to gather statistics and stuff like that. I can't imagine what Warner Games would need that information
Yeah,
for. Really.
I don't really want the Warner Brothers and the Warner sister dot to have this information.
Yeah,
on,
no.
Personally, I don't understand. Like,
Yakko, you're cool, man, but you don't need that info.
with Steam, they could say, "Well, we'll be catering games. We're not going to advertise if you've got a less powerful system.
Right.
We're not going to send you fucking the latest like Quake or Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
Running
Yeah, I mean, if you got a potato
ads on
computer,
that.
you don't
They
want
send
them.
you ads for potato games.
Yeah. So that like I said, that much makes sense. But I can't think of a good reason why. I mean, maybe if they were trying to improve things, like, hey, this person has this system and the game crashed. Let's find out why. So maybe that's it. But I mean, to put in a EULA that if you want loot boxes, you have to allow us to collect all your personal data. That's a little much. That's a little much indeed.
Yeah. The positive thing from this is obviously you can disagree and still play the game. It also takes out apparently that removes the loot crates from. I don't know if they still advertise them to you, but then you wouldn't be able to buy them at that point. So if you're someone who's tempted to pay that gambling cost, at least that would be taken from you.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess that's kind of neat, but that is, like data collection. That's the business now. That's how Google makes its money. Everybody thinks, oh, it's ad services. Yeah, they take the data they mine from you to deliver perfect ads to you. They cater to your interest, and that's how they make their money. And that's
Yep.
But like I said, we agree to that stuff. That's something we all agree to.
Yep, knowingly or unknowingly, more often than not.
Yeah, I mean, most people don't read the EULA, let's be honest here. Who the fuck has time to read 28,000 pages of legalese that is actually basically unenforceable?
Yeah.
It really, truly is. You know, like you got those developers. I can't remember the name of the developer, but it was pretty recent. And I know Sid Alpha did a video on it where they put in their EULA that you can't stream the game. It's like, yeah, you can't do that. You actually cannot do that. Like EULA is unenforceable in that instance. You can't force copyright things. You can't force agreements like that. It doesn't work that way. Luke, are you doing your research in the middle of the podcast?
I'm trying to find the exact quote.
I couldn't find anything
but
on what information
it's like you said, the EULAs are fucking long and a lot of legalese.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. You know, like, sir, I don't think I've read a single EULA in my entire life.
I haven't either.
I sit there and when I think about that, like, it's kind of scary. Like, what the fuck have I agreed to in the past? You know, like maybe I've agreed to give the company that made this random video editor that lets me put dicks on someone's face in the video that tracks with them to, like, give them my firstborn son, and I just don't know it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. And the funny thing is, there have been stories in the past where companies have put it in their EULA, where if you read the EULA and then you go to the website that's in the EULA, you get like $5,000 and stuff like that, just to see who's paying attention, who's reading.
Fucking read it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're just gonna sit here.
I'm guessing this is you guys could have gone on.
I have nothing. This is your topic.
You understand that WB. Yeah, but I mean, you could have gone into another one, motherfuckers. Fuck this game anyway. You understand that WB Games may, with or without notice to you, disclose your internet protocol, addresses, personal information, chat logs, payment information, or other information about you or your activities to third parties in response to a request by law enforcement, a court order, or other legal processes, or if W Games believes that doing any way will protect the safety or safety of others. If you are a user outside of the United States, you also consent to the transfer of your data to the United States.
Okay, I see zero reason for WB Games to disclose financial information to third parties.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy.
I don't think... I think I get where they're trying to go with this, but who the fuck is, like... Who's playing a WB game and using it for terrorism? I love how the silence just hits.
Well, I was trying to think of a joke, to be honest, but I don't...
I mean... seriously, like, what information?
They're out there, man.
How are they going to catch a terrorist based on the fact that they purchased a WB game?
Yeah, like what? No, WB, you don't get to disclose how I paid for your shitty fucking game or how I paid for your shitty fucking loot boxes to third parties. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to disclose my location. You don't. Come on, man. Seriously, you're a fucking game publisher. You don't deserve access to that kind of information. You're not providing me with a service where you need to know my location. You're giving me a piece of fucking software that keeps me from jerking myself off too much. That's what you're doing. Or maybe it encourages it. I don't know. I don't know what my fetishes are. I might be into orcs and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you're only, how old?
I'm only 31, man.
You got a long way to go.
Yeah, I'm fucking young still. So I don't know, man. It's just... That's for a game publisher, that is a little much. Like, the system specs, I understand. I completely understand that. You know, getting stuff like game performance, crash logs, you know, that stuff's all very important from a development standpoint. So if they actually cared about, you know, advancing the tech, keeping the game up, maintaining it and all that, I could see them saying, oh, he has a GTX 980 Ti from MSI. Oh, he has a AMD Ryzen 5 1600. It's clocked at this speed. He has Windows 10. He's running this build. Let's put together a test bench or something and see if we can replicate some shit.
I mean, I've never been a PC gamer.
Right.
Anyways, so.
I mean, this, as far as I can tell, this is on all versions. Maybe it is just PC.
I mean,
I don't know why they would have it on just the PC version, but
I mean,
because they could put whatever they want on the console version and just lock the fucking game.
I don't know why they would have it on the. I don't know why they would have it on the consoles. To be honest with you,
I mean, that part of it specifically.
I mean, because for one, it's on the Xbox One, it's on the Xbox One X, it's on the PS4 Pro. Okay, you got that. That's all you need to know because they're all the fucking same.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see you needing to gather that information on my system beyond what version of the firmware am I running. And payment stuff, like location, address, stuff like that. Like, that's really strange for a publisher to keep track of. Like, I see why Microsoft would keep track of that, or Sony would keep track of that, so they can make sure they're accurately taxing you. But WB has no need to have that. Like, it's so weird.
Oh, here we go. I agree to allow WB Games and Warner Brother Interactive Entertainment to provide personalized messages in this game based on my gameplay experiences, use my device for information analytics, and transfer my data, including my profile name, to the United States. So it is their way of tracking you in-game so that they can basically
Serve
customize
you ads.
the ads for their microtransactions and give you pop-ups. By the way, this game also has a daily fucking mobile game free to play, like, hey, you've played 4 days in a row.
Right.
Here's your... Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Did they make a goddamn cell phone game? Like a fucking... What the fuck? And this isn't even the game that's got me the maddest this week.
I know.
Fuck AAA games, man.
Yeah, anymore. It's just disgusting. All of
AAA.
them. All the big ones now.
Yeah.
No one is safe. No franchise is safe. Not
holy
Mass
shit.
Effect wasn't safe. I mean,
No.
Middle Earth isn't safe. No franchise is safe.
Fucking, I really, really thought that Battlefront 2, that EA had fucking, like, listened.
Right.
I thought, like,
No, they're
fucking
like, we'll
no
throw
DLC.
in a couple free DLCs. That'll reel
Well, they
them
said
back
all
in.
DLC. All the maps are going to be free. They threw in a single-player campaign. They were looking at the multiplayer to make it more of a team-based experience. Fucking redesigning some things, and it was like, I'm ready to fucking go. And then this beta launches, and, oh yeah, by the way, here's our fucking loot crate bullshit that's going to affect in-game, in multiplayer.
All of the PR bullshit gave
What
way
the
to
fuck?
the real game.
Turn it into a pay-to-win bullshit
Yep.
scheme. Like, just playing the beta. They give
They
you,
know.
like, oh,
They-
here's a free couple loot
Yeah, they
crates.
know. They are well aware of like
The
the
Yeah.
zeitgeist and public opinion on the original game and how people's opinions.
And then
on
they
the
do
game.
this shit.
So then they take measures to try and change your perception of the franchise.
Well, it's
and
like...
your outlook on the next game.
Yeah.
They reel you back in, then they hit you with the fucking loot crates.
It's like they apologized
Fuck you.
for
you gave 'em your
fucking
money.
you in the ass while getting and lubing up to
Yeah,
do it
basically
again.
they're lubing
with
you up
a
to fuck
bigger
you in the
fucking
asshole with
dildo.
like, you know, probably just a pineapple this
Oh,
time.
and it
Not
spiked
even
this.
a
Yeah,
dildo.
it fucking pineapple this time. Last time it was only a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. Like, it's the first thing I unlocked was like a level 2 extra boost for one of the starfighters. I'm like, wait, is this must be a one-time use thing? Nope. It's a fucking automatic, like an all-time. Like, you have it, you add it, and that's it. You get this item. To get guns, you get them out of the fucking loot crates. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, EA.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Then it's like, how do you get these loot crates?
Yeah.
What do you, what,
Well,
what do
you
have to
can
do
you
to
can
get
play
these?
the game for a while and earn them
Forever.
a slow fucking drip, or why don't you spend $9.99 on 800 of our currency fucking points that'll only get you 2 loot crates, and you have 40 points left. Oh, you only need another 60 to get another crate or some bullshit like that.
$10, that'd be a good deal based on a lot of
Jesus
this
fucking-
shit.
oh, yeah,
Actually,
I'm
it's
sure
more
it's-
like $99.
Yeah, $99 if you're 2K.
Oh yeah. Well, you know that the $99 thing just brings me back to that one mobile racing game I was talking about.
Yeah.
Asphalt 8, which
Yeah.
licenses
At least
real
you knew
cars.
what you were getting,
You license real cars, $100 you get 2 fucking cars. And it's like,
but it wasn't like you could maybe
Yeah,
get one
yeah,
of those
no,
cards, or
no.
you'd get a Ford Fiesta.
you just sit there and like you roll some dice, and you'll either get you either get a Pinto,
Yeah.
or you're gonna get a Murcielago.
Yeah, like at least you knew you were getting an actual
Right,
car.
right,
like
right.
One of the worst offenders is Injustice. They're like, "Fuck it, we'll just throw a skin on an original, on
Oh
an
my
already
God.
existing
Yeah.
character."
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Green
did you
Lantern
get a
turns
skin
into
you already
Jon
had?
Stewart.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad. Oh,
That's part of
motherfuckers.
the reason why I just can't do
Skins.
Overwatch. I just can't
Yeah.
do Overwatch for that same reason. Like, yeah, you don't have to pay to win the stuff necessarily, and it is mostly it is pretty much all cosmetic.
Yeah, it's
but it's
all-
like you win a match, you get your loot boxes. Chad, if you get something you've had before, you're kind of
You're just fucked. You
You're
get
just
a
kinda stuck
teeny
with it.
little bit of their currency.
you get like
and you
like,
don't get one per match. You get one per level. And
Right,
it takes
yeah.
for fucking ever to
It can
level.
take anywhere from 5 to 500 matches to level you,
Yeah.
depending on where you are in the game. And you get the chance to get something new. And if you get something you've already got, instead of getting the value of the item if you bought it outright, you get like 10%.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this shit?
And the sad part is that's starting to become. I'm looking back on that and like, that's not that bad. Like, no, I shouldn't be fucking having that thought in my head at all because these games are fucking ruining this
Did
shit.
you just do an inadvertent British accent?
I
You're
did a
that's
little
not
bit.
that bad.
It's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
No, it's pretty fucking bad.
No, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Fucking wankers. I'm like,
I think Jim Sterling has gotten a little too
Fucking
into you, man.
wankers.
Like,
oh, a little. Well, I don't think I've ever heard him say wanker.
You fucking
Does he
what,
say
mate?
wanker? No, I was
I'm reasonably sure he said wankers several times in the last video he did.
maybe. I
No,
don't
at
know.
least the last video I watched of his, like,
I don't know. He
No,
I feel
no,
like he
that's
probably
Yahtzee.
has, but he should have gotten the wanker out of his fucking system by now. Living in Louisiana for how many years now?
Is it, I thought it's
I thought it was
Mississippi.
Mississippi, yeah.
Mississippi or
Mississippi.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck,
It doesn't
I don't
matter. They're
fucking
both
know.
the same.
Why did he move
It's
to
hot.
Mississippi anyway? of
I
all
don't
places,
understand
you know?
that. Like, a British,
let's move to the most racist, teen pregnancy riddled, least educated state. In
a
the
very
fucking United
liberal
States,
British
right?
man.
Yeah.
Let me move to Mississippi.
Yeah, like that's a perfect spot.
I don't know
It's
if
safe.
did Jim ever listens to this. Come move up to Ohio.
He's
We're a
got-
little bit
he's got
better.
the fact that he's
Don't
white
move to
going
Ohio.
on, so I don't think they're.
You got a
He
point
just
there.
has to not speak, and he's good.
I'm sure that that far down south, his accent, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I listen to him down here." Like they're gonna find it more novel to
What
you
are
than
you,
anything
some
else.
kind of Yankee?
All right, well, circling back to the whole cell phone thing.
Yeah.
One
This,
thing. One thing I definitely need to touch on because it's kind of as somebody who's played with audio equipment my whole life, and all that. It's like it's bothering me that we got phones that are coming out now that are dropping a 3.5 millimeter jack.
Yeah.
Because it's so ubiquitous. Like it works everywhere. It literally fucking works everywhere. I cannot count on my fingers and toes the number of devices I have in this house that will work with a 3.5 jack. Like I have too many.
Yeah. It's been industry standard for
like
so long
70 years. It's
because it fucking works.
it's an example of a port we got right the first time.
Yeah.
It's never had to change. It's always sounded amazing. And it's annoying because Bluetooth's not there yet.
No.
Bluetooth is not there yet. It can't replicate it. And I'm not an engineer, so I'm not going to claim like I know what I'm talking about, but even from that, I can't sit there and think like, what is your reasoning for removing the jack?
It's to sell you something else, like
Right.
Yeah.
Every
Like
every
sell you their
media
Bluetooth headsets.
outlet, every accessory, every
Yeah.
form of tech, whatever.
It's exactly what it is.
DVDs go to Blu-ray, go to 4K. Then it's just going to keep progressing and building up, and
Well,
now,
that's a little
you'll
different.
get like a new port or a new
No,
jack
no, no.
or something that makes the
That's
sound
different than a
quality better
headphone
or some
jack.
shit.
DVD.
No, that's
going,
what I mean.
Like DVD going to Blu-ray is a little bit different.
You could get a new jack that increases the sound
But
quality.
you're not getting a jack.
whatever, I don't
You're
know.
losing
You're-
the ability
see,
to
what,
plug
what
in
they're
headphones.
doing is
Oh,
Yeah, no, there's nothing new.
Yeah.
They're just making you use
Okay.
Bluetooth, which is a downgrade.
or they're
Well,
making you
yeah.
use your charging port,
yeah.
which means you can no longer charge your phone, listen to music at the same time if all you have is
they're
the one
gonna
set.
sell you a new some.
It's
kind
to
of
sell you a
accessory.
dongle.
Yeah,
It's
they're
to
go-
sell
you're-
you. It's to
you're
sell
getting
you
this
stuff.
sold an accessory.
So it's like you sit there and you think there's no good reason for taking it away because now you're removing value from the device, but the price is remaining the same.
Yeah.
And if people were telling me, oh, well, they want to put bigger batteries in it, so they're taking the headphone jack out, okay. The headphone jack's not that big. You're looking at 4mm by 4mm by, 15mm jack size. This is very tiny. Oh, well, they're taking... So it's not like removing that is saving them so much room that they can throw an extra 500 milliamp hours in your fucking battery. Oh, well, they're doing it to waterproof it. Okay, look at Sony. Sony has waterproof phones with the headphone jack completely open and available.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that. If they were removing them and actually taking out the DAC so that they can have that extra space for a battery, okay, fine. Here's the thing, though. You're not removing it so you can put a bigger battery in. You're removing it so you can make the phone thinner because for some reason all these companies are obsessed with making a thinner phone.
Yeah.
And it's like what Ron said. They want to sell you more shit.
Mm-hmm.
Google's done that. Pixel 2. The Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL don't have a headphone jack.
Apple did it. I mean,
Hold up. But what do they have now? They have a $159 set of Bluetooth headphones.
Yep.
Apple did it. Apple removed it. How much do the AirPods cost? What, $200?
they're fucking ridiculously
$200, and they don't even have great audio quality.
No.
They don't sound good. They're good enough for podcasts, and they're good enough for talking on the phone. But if you want to listen to music, they're fucking awful.
I hate that they're doing that when you can basically walk into a store and spend $25 and get an okay pair of headphones.
Yeah.
An okay pair of earbuds that are good for music, talking, even fucking with an inline mic to talk.
Yeah.
Fucking a pause and play button on the cord if you want. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you could just walk in, plug it into your phone, and you have that.
Yeah.
Now you have to have you'd have to have a dongle, or you'd have to buy Bluetooth, which,
And see-
like you said, the quality's just not there for Bluetooth headphones.
It's not.
And I'm sick and tired of every time I fucking have my phone, if I've connected to a device, like like someone's car pulls in, if I've connected to it, my phone immediately fucking transfers my shit to that car.
Yeah,
That's annoying as
Which
shit.
is really embarrassing when Luke's watching his midget porn. So,
Thank God I do that on my computer and not on my phone.
Right.
I don't get, other than looking at images sometimes, I don't get the, porn on your phone.
Right.
It's just something I don't understand.
But
I'd rather have a bigger screen.
That's the thing that gets me, though. It's like people want to argue in
Let's
favor.
talk
I
about
got
how we
nothing.
personally watch our porn.
It's like, well, people want. I've seen arguments online where it's like it's better and you have cord management and stuff like that, but you're taking away something.
Yeah.
You're taking away something everyone's always had. Everyone's always been able to use. Like I said, the headphone jack's been standard for 70 years. It's only got 2 variants that I can think of off the top of my fucking head. That when I say that, I don't mean like 3.5 jacks with the mic jacks in them. I'm talking about actual different jacks, sizes, and stuff. You've got the 2.5, which was used on smaller cell phones. You've got the 3.5, which once again is the standard, and then you've got the quarter-inch, which
The
is,
audio cable
which
one,
is
yeah.
the bigger thing here used for larger receivers and more fancy equipment. So it's like there's no good reason to do it. Now, if you are removing it so that you can remove the DAC, which is the digital analog converter, it converts the digital signal to an analog signal that the headphones can process and play, because that's how audio works. It's fucking analog. And that can take up some room. If you're actually taking that out, fine. I don't see why you're doing it, because it's not like it's saving you that much room. But whatever. Here's the thing, though. Stop trying to make the thinnest phone.
Mm-hmm.
Make me a phone that will last me all day. That's what we want. That's what we've always wanted. We want phones that will last.
That I can drop on the fucking ground and not have to hold my breath as I pick it up. Did I fucking just break the screen or some shit
Right.
like that?
And that won't burst into flames in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Let's,
I don't want a phone that's
let's
going to blow
avoid
up.
that.
So here's what you do. Stop taking the fucking headphone jack out and make us phones with big batteries. I don't necessarily care if my phone is waterproof or not.
Yeah.
I got to be perfectly honest with you. I'm very rarely in a situation where I got to worry about my phone getting wet.
I've only ever dropped my phone in the toilet while I'm taking a piss.
Right.
That's it. Ever.
And
I don't need a waterproof phone. I
fact,
can risk it.
I've never even done that.
I've dropped it into a cup of water on the side of my bed one time.
I remember that.
Yeah. But the phone worked after that.
Right.
Like, I dried it out, did the fucking bag of rice thing, and it worked. Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, if you wanted to do this, what a company needs to do is come up with a better solution than Bluetooth.
Well, I mean, no. Here's the thing, though. You got basically what it boils down to, and this is how I'm looking at it. It's the phone industry stepping into the audio industry's house and saying, your shit's not good enough, so
Yeah.
we're going to make new standard. But the problem is, there's going to be 4 different competing standards, and none of them are going to be compatible.
Yeah.
Because USB Type-C headphones right now, there's 4 different methods of doing it.
Jesus Christ.
And none of them are compatible with each other.
Yeah.
So, the Pixel phones have their own standard. HTC phones have their own standard. The fucking other phone, and then there's 2 other standards. And it's like, well, what the fuck, man? They're not even compatible, and that's where the headphone jack comes into play. Because if you got a 3.5 jack, it's going to fucking work.
Yeah.
There is no, is it going to work? Is it going to be okay? Is it going to be compatible?
You don't
if
have
it
to go-
fucking plugs in, it fucking works.
You don't have to go up to the fucking guy working in electronics at Walmart or anywhere, fucking Office Depot or wherever you're shopping and go, hey, will these headphones work in my phone? Well, do you have a brand new iPhone or do you have a fucking Pixel 2? No. Then it'll fucking work. That's
Exactly.
it. There's no question.
Really loud? Yeah. You know, Luke's
Pretty hot
Sorry.
right now.
Luke is really loud.
I had to, like, before I knew I was too quiet.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what happened.
We just got angry.
But,
We
like,
started
It
yelling
might have been
about
I
I do
hit
this,
my
like-
mic and it started working
I
better.
do this like pretty much once every pod. I'm like, advise people to do it. Like, vote with your fucking wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who buys this shit?
A
What
lot
are
of
you
people.
doing?
I don't know.
Why are you giving people money for these things? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, we
Vote
are
with your wallet.
we are to blame for this stuff. We really, really are. You
All
know,
these fucking microtransactions in video games, all you fucking people and these moms that buy games for their kids and don't know any better, they're all of you are to blame for the current situation because they know they can do this shit and people will fucking throw money at them for it. They're making money hand over fist. And it's
I
like,
will
who
say-
is buying this shit?
It's the people that buy the microtransactions that I think are selling those.
You see YouTubers like Angry
you don't have a
Joe
choice
bitches
to
about
buy
this
the
stuff,
games.
but the people that you see that draw attention to the problem, they're even buying the shit. 'Cause
There's
it's
also
like,
tons of people who would defend it no matter what.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
if they're
Yeah, I
a
mean-
fan of Overwatch, like, a lot of times they will defend, well, they're only cosmetic and they're this or that, or they'll
But
defend that
nothing.
shit, whether or not they're...
I mean, yeah. Apple fanboys defend
Yeah.
the AirPods. And you know what? It's a great piece of tech, and I'm not bashing the tech. I'm not bashing what they did. What I'm bashing is the fact that they've removed an option, and the option they provided isn't as good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
change
Apple
for the
fans,
sake of change is not.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it's something that's so
it's
easy
not
to
a good
lose.
thing.
right. You know,
They're
you got
so fucking easy to lose.
like,
They're teeny as
the,
fuck.
the quality is not there. If I'm going to pay $200 for a fucking pair of headphones, they better sound amazing. They better make my
I'll never
balls
know
explode.
because I'm never paying $200 for anything like that
You know,
ever over my dead body.
I've done it though. You know, I admit that I've done it. I out there in the living room right now on my kitchen bar, I have a pair of one more quad driver IEMs. I've talked about these things. I've raved about these things. They are fucking amazing. I paid $200 for them. They have a fucking 3.5 millimeter jack, and I've never had a pair of headphones that have sounded anywhere near as good as these. So yeah. Why the fuck would I want to buy a phone where I have to buy a Bluetooth headset and forego using these amazing fucking headphones that work with everything I have in my apartment, including my fucking TV?
Yeah. Whether you are like an enthusiast spending $200 on a pair of headphones that sound amazing, or like I said, somebody who just wants to walk in and buy a fucking decent pair of headphones.
I don't
Or
care.
even,
makes
even
no
a
sense
cheap,
to take that
or
out.
even a cheap shit pair that you can lose. You know?
I don't care if you are somebody that has a shitload of disposable income. You need to take responsibility for these sorts of things and
But I mean,
realize
that's Apple.
what you're
They'll
doing.
never.
It took courage to remove the headphone jack. No, it didn't. It took you greedy assholes being fucking greedy to do it because now, I mean, okay, granted, the dongle that they sell for the iPhone is only like $9. Okay, great. That means there's no integrated DAC. That means the DAC is still in the fucking phone, so you didn't save any fucking space by removing it.
It's fucking disgusting. It's gross. It's all so gross.
Yeah. But I mean, hey,
All right.
it's like the monopolies we get on fucking the monopolies where they're shitty about things.
yeah.
In-
Like Comcast.
Yeah, like Comcast, like internet providers, cable
Yeah,
providers in
yeah.
the United States.
And IG Pie, that stupid fuck.
Oh
Dude,
God, that
dude.
fucking asshole!
Like,
Jesus Christ!
I talk a lot of shit, but I'm really nonviolent. But him, I really do want to punch him in his face. Like his
shitty that comes out of his mouth.
He's got a real punchable face.
He does. He totally does. Like his big stupid smile. Every time I see it, I get irrationally angry, and I just want to punch him in his face.
I'm selling out the American people to fucking internet providers.
All right. So something they recently did do is they allowed internet providers to. They basically removed the price caps, even in places where there's only one internet provider, meaning now if Comcast really wanted to, they can charge you $109 for that 15 megabit connection you've been rocking.
Yeah.
Where your
That
cell
you
phone is faster.
have to have because it's the only fucking option.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah. So, and he's basically undoing a lot of really, really good things that, Tom Wheeler did for the FC. He's fucking us over.
They never actually changed it from utility yet. They haven't done that yet, right?
Well, no, that was what Tom Wheeler was trying to do, and he got a lot of things put into place that was taking us to the point where they couldn't, prioritize traffic over other things.
Yeah.
They couldn't rate things.
That's what Pudgy or whatever his name was trying to do.
No, he's not. He's going the other direction.
No, I mean he was trying to make it so they can do that stuff. They can prioritize.
Yeah,
and I don't think they rescheduled it.
Oh no,
yet.
he's removing a lot of
I know
neutrality
he has,
stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, he just did the pricing caps thing, and now they can have data caps, no problem. It's like, come on, dude. What?
Well, he worked for Sprint or Verizon.
He was a Verizon.
Yeah. He fucking worked for Verizon.
Lobbyist.
Verizon's been one of the worst.
Yeah.
At this, like, what the fuck? Essentially selling us out. Where unless you're one of the lucky people who lives where you have the option of getting Google Fiber, or where your city has started its own fiber optic network, you're boned.
Which, by the way, that whole thing is probably going to go away.
Yeah, they're making it so they can't do that anymore.
There's laws that are going into place. It's like,
oh god,
people are paying other people off.
Mm-hmm.
That's AT&T is why Google stopped its rollout of fiber.
Mm-hmm.
They've halted. They slashed fucking staffing and all that. They're dropping the TV package now. AT&T has gone so far as to sue Google to keep them from getting legal access to the polls. Like, they're supposed to be able to provide, like, Google should have full access to everything, all the utility polls, and AT&T has sued them to keep them from having access or to delay them long enough where they just give up.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit. Like, it's so anti-competitive. And the idea that these guys are pushing an agenda or making arguments that, lifting these restrictions will make it, more competitive. No, it won't. It won't make it more competitive. It'll make it less competitive.
Yeah.
Because now there's less in Comcast's way to sit there and gouge the shit out of their customers. There's less in Verizon's way to sit there and price things completely unfairly or completely unreasonably. Who's going to win this ISP war is going to be the ISP who is able to provide its customers with decent service at a decent price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which they refuse to do. They all have those backroom handshakes of, well, you'll charge this price, we'll charge the same price. Now they're putting in fucking data caps when you pay the extreme costs for supposedly unlimited internet. After you hit like 90 gigs in a month, they're warning you of, hey, you've hit your limit, you go much further and you'll be fucking chained for next month. You'll have your fucking internet slowed down. It's like... Yeah. I fucking have to pay $300 a month to get it, so I have this. And now you're going to fucking make it slower because I downloaded too much?
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, the problem is ISPs have refused, content providers, cable companies have refused to sort of, they've resisted for the longest time the shift in the industry from TV packages and cable and stuff being the primary source of income to everybody getting everything over the internet. And they've tried their best to resist that change. And, it's to a point now where TV packages, cable, and things like that, they're just not profitable anymore. Data is. So they're finding ways to gouge the ever-loving shit out of people. And IG Pie, him being in there, is the perfect way for them to do that. It is now he's the perfect guy. Because he's going to bend over backwards and let them just fuck everybody. Because that's what he does. He is their puppet. Their hands are up his ass and they're pulling all the strings.
Yeah.
Disagreement here.
I grabbed a screen cap from when I took a trip up to Michigan, which is one of those places where your Comcast or you're paying an exuberant amount for satellite internet that's going to be slow as balls anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And he had Xfinity. I'm browsing on my phone one night, and then I got a pop-up that I thought at first was an ad. So I closed it. Keep browsing a little bit later, I get a fucking pop-up again that said, you've used 90% of your data usage plan. As of yada yada, you have 98 gigs remaining of your 1,024 gigabyte data, internet data usage plan for this calendar month. As a courtesy, a fucking courtesy to you as the customer, we give you 2 months of complimentary overages. Your courtesy month balance is 1. Like, everything about this screams, get your ass ready for the pineapple. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I think from this point we've upgraded from pineapple to cactus.
Yeah, this is
Cacti.
this is like
Yeah.
Xfinity high speed internet up there is seriously like $200+ a month, and you're fucking limited to a terabyte. Like of any internet usage, and then 2 complimentary months, and it doesn't. I don't know what happens
Fuck
if
all
you
of
go
this.
over
We should
after
just,
this.
We should just go and pull a bender.
I'm to the point where I've said before.
The only
I've said before, my favorite superhero, well, one of my favorite superheroes is the Punisher. Someone who, goes and takes out villains that the ball can't touch, things like that. I'm to the point now where I'm like, I wish we had a Punisher that just went after corporate
I got
fucking
excited.
assholes.
I'm like, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go on a killing spree here?
No, I mean...
Ron, no, what's wrong with you?
No,
Ron, why would I ever do... No.
damn it.
Ron, I don't think we have the
It's
ammo
one of
for
those
that.
things... It's one of those things that obviously in real life... It's it's not feasible. I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm not
ridiculous.
You're not going to see somebody go and do this and it be okay. Nobody is going to defend that person.
No, not at all.
However, if Marvel was to start writing comics where the Punisher went and was wiping out boardrooms, I'd read the shit out of that.
I don't buy comics. I'd buy those comics.
Yeah, that should be the new hero.
Dude, they're totally missing out on
Anti-hero.
a lot of money here. Like, Punisher kills, like, Markiplier and Jacksepticeye.
Why would you go after them?
He just goes and kills all
Because they're annoying.
YouTubers.
I mean, they're annoying, but God.
Punisher kills, so-and-so. Punisher kills Marvel Universe. They were on to something there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they did that, but...
they did Deadpool kills on Marvel U too. So
do that. Like, Deadpool goes after fucking these heads, and you could do them like Shamcast or something, so
Yeah.
you're not doing total, like, you're not going to get, sued by them, but they know fucking what you're talking about.
See, that's the thing though. They're so powerful. They have so much money. It wouldn't fucking matter.
Horizon Cellular Company, like, he goes after them. But, like, it's fucking ridiculous the way
Punisher
they do this
versus
shit.
the bronies.
Okay, Luke's talking about like corporate
I know,
destruction.
I'm talking about, like, shit that sucks, not like
Ron's
random
like-
annoying
Ron's like,
things.
let's just kill this group of people that annoys me.
Punisher versus every juggalo ever.
Oh, God.
Okay, that one I'm
Just-
totally
Actually,
on
I
board
got
with.
I'm
a few
pretty-
juggalo friends, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they've
I turn
done,
a
like...
blind eye.
They've done stuff
it.
like that in the Punisher comic.
If you're a juggalo, you don't deserve.
Oh,
I'm
They
sorry.
do great things for the community.
Yeah,
had former Juggalo
I'm
friends,
sure they
They're all
do.
about family.
they're family.
No.
I think they're still listed as a gang by the FBI too.
Yeah, they were like trying to fight that or whatever.
Yeah.
Last I heard, whatever. Who
I mean,
cares?
they've been fighting it since the '90s.
And,
I don't know.
you want it to go away. Stop doing stupid shit that makes
I don't
the
think
FBI classify
They
you.
haven't done.
I mean, no.
I mean, they haven't gone around like robbing
The only
banks
time
or
you ever
shit or
hear
selling
anything
drugs.
is like from the
I mean, I'm sure they sell
they're
drugs.
called gatherings, like
Yeah.
big festivals or whatever, and
Yeah.
they invite people who have no business being there just so they can see batteries get thrown at them or some shit. And you hear about that on the news.
Gatherings are
Okay,
fucking nuts. Though,
stop
so.
doing that stupid shit, and maybe they won't classify you as a gang anymore.
I don't know.
Stop throwing car batteries at people.
Though,
That's right, I'm not
I
even
want
mad.
them.
That's
I want them
impressive.
to be fair. I want them to be
AA
fair
batteries.
and start, like you just mentioned, bronies. The FBI needs to start labeling, like, Whovians, like Trekkies, as gangs. Like, just start labeling any fandom.
online harassers and shit.
Yeah, label them all as fucking...
I tell you guys what. Here's an experiment for you. Go to a Doctor Who fan site and refer to him as Doctor, but abbreviate it as DR, and watch how many people lose their fucking minds. I swear to you, like, dude, chill the fuck out. He's not real.
He's not.
He's been played
He's
by
real to me.
Go outside.
He's been played by 15 different actors. He's not a real character.
Yeah.
Now he's a female. It's not the same thing. Stop it. Chill out.
He's a she.
Which is actually something he's wanted for a long time anyway.
Yeah.
They just need to make her a redhead. Make her a ginger. He wants to be a ginger. Come on, guys.
I mean, at one point, like, the Doctor... I don't want to go into it all, but I think the Doctor was female, like, way, way back in Old Who, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's always been played by a male actor.
Oh, okay.
So
And this next one, like, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's such a big deal, because it's
Okay.
the first. Like, it's not the
I
first
thought it was
time.
like a temporary thing.
It's not the
maybe,
first
but-
time a Time Lord's regenerated as female.
Oh, okay. That's
but
what it was.
it is the first time the Doctor has
Has
been
regenerated
regenerated as a female. Yeah. So that's like the big deal.
I know I've seen one of the seasons where the first thing the Doctor does is look down, pat his chest, look at his pants, go, "Oh, okay, I'm male this
Yeah.
time."
Oh
Then
man,
continue. Yeah.
Well, when Matt Smith first
disappointment.
when Matt Smith first took over as the 11th Doctor, he was looking at his hair. Am I ginger? I've always wanted to be ginger. No. And then when Peter Capaldi takes over, he's like, "Oh, I'm gray."
I mean, the
That's
age
awesome. So
stages
he
too of the Doctor. That's
cool.
something that's
I mean,
always
I've
been
never
interesting.
watched it, so that's cool. He maintains some sort of
Yeah, no, he
previous
stayed,
consciousness.
he I mean, yeah, he regenerates. He's still him. He has all his memories and everything. But his personality does change a little bit. But his memories
Okay, it
and
would
who
have
he
to
is,
change quite a bit.
yeah,
If,
like
unless it's just completely like
he has certain core personality traits that are always there, and then but quirks and little habits and things, those change. The way he approaches things changes. How he talks changes. But he himself stays the same.
to say, depending on how that works, a sex scene would be quite interesting
Right.
to see.
So they
if he's
can
female.
keep beating that dead horse.
But anyway, is there anything else we want to talk about? A little more time?
Did you ever verify Skyrim Switch's price?
So
I
far,
didn't really
it's-
look hard,
So
but I
far,
didn't
it's
see
it's
anything.
only the pre-order on Amazon at $60. It does not have
okay.
it finally has a listing, like a proper listing on the Switch eShop, but it does not have a price yet. So yeah, like it being $60, no.
God, if they
Just-
charge
just
$60
no.
fucking dollars
Like I said,
for
40
fucking Skyrim.
40 is your limit. That is the absolute highest limit. If you go anything beyond 40, you can go fuck yourselves. But right now on Amazon, you can pre-order Skyrim for the Switch, and it will set you back $60. I don't know if that's the final price yet. There's no price on the eShop. There's no official announcements, but usually Amazon's pretty on it for that stuff.
And it's 2 months away. It's November, a month away.
it's like what, November 17th. So we've got a month and 4 days.
Yeah,
like
soon.
because it's Friday the 13th today, guys.
Hey,
Spooky
in October.
Yeah.
Speaking
As we're
of
recording this.
super spoopy, like it is October.
Yeah.
You can probably expect some super spoopy Halloween episodes coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we are aware it's October, so we're gonna try to hit on that.
Yeah.
So you have that to look forward to, or not look forward to.
And, if any of you care to, shoot us a line and give us a little bit of suggestion or anything on what you'd like to see for October, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we're all ears.
Like what we did what things that have scared us in the past, horror
Yep.
movies and stuff like
Yep.
that.
fucking
you know,
killer clowns from outer space.
Type of Halloween movies you want us to talk about. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That movie, now I see the humor in it.
Yeah, now, but when you're a kid, that's some creepy shit, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I won't fucking watch. I don't even know if I could watch it these days. Like that's how.
Like
That's how much-
Leprechaun scared me when I was a kid.
Right, it fucks
Like
you
I was,
up, man.
I was genuinely scared when I was a kid. Now it's just like, what the fuck? He kills a man with a pogo stick.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Ah, man. The Leprechaun in the Hood. That was
Oh.
great.
Yeah, then Leprechaun in space, naturally.
Oh well, yeah. That's where all
Yeah.
all
It all
horror
leads to space eventually.
all horror franchises, if they go on long enough, will happen in space. Like it will happen. It will go that way.
Why? I just don't understand why. There's no sense to it.
Because it's fucking funny.
There's no sense
It's like
to it
cliche.
at all.
At
It
that
is-
point, it's seriously just a joke. At that point,
yeah, I mean,
it's
it's
just a-
true.
I
It's
I mean,
true.
Jason X was not really a scary flick.
No. It was meant to be. A
It
humorous
was
flick.
campy and stupid. Like that's what it falls into.
They're completely aware
Yeah,
Yeah.
how
exactly.
ridiculous it was.
Exactly. Like I can't understand the plot behind that. Like Jake explained it to me, and I'm just like,
Yeah, we
Why?
went into depth on that movie. It was
At
fun.
least they still tried. They got
Right.
Kane hotter, and there's a lot of fan service. But yeah, not to
it's
go
dumb.
off on all those
Yeah.
too soon.
All right, well, I mean, I think we're gonna wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed us ranting about
Headphone jacks.
headphone jacks and microtransactions and EULAs and data mining. That's really fucking creepy. Seriously, OnePlus, you guys don't need to know what kind of porn I'm watching. That is very personal. Fuck you.
Yeah. You know what? You want to give me some personalized ads?
I mean,
Hey, fine. Maybe that would be spooky, scary skeleton.
I don't know if you guys can hear that or
That's
not.
Ron's vibrator.
Walking me plank.
Okay then.
Oh my!
All right, guys. So that's it for us. We're gonna go ahead and sign off here. For the
Check us
Ungodly-
out on Instagram, Facebooks, now YouTubes.
Soon.
Yes, YouTube. I'm gonna be setting that up this
What else
weekend.
do we have? Tweets.
Twitters. It's all the Ungodly
Yeah.
Geeks. It's good. It's so simple. It's so easy. You search Google Ungodly Geeks, you'll find us. Like we're like the first 8 results. We're
Yeah.
good.
Nobody else wanted the term ungodly in their fucking name. I mean,
They're lost.
I wonder
Yeah.
why.
Who knows? Anyway, that's it for us. I was Joe.
I was Luke.
I'm Ron.
You guys have a good one.
Da 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 da.